Welcome to the Online Success Journey podcast, your opportunity to discover and learn from entrepreneurs like yourself. This is not your typical podcast, but a place where you can get the real story and find out how real people encounter speed bumps and detours, but journey through to find success. Now here's your host for the Online Success Journey podcast, Patience.
Hello everyone and welcome to Online Success Journey. This is episode 37. Are you ready to join the clan? Today we have Johnson Emmanuel. He's an entrepreneur and a marketer. He founded KorieFusion because he wanted to help businesses solve the problems of revenue generation and effective sales systems. In the last 48 months, his company has generated over 30 million for businesses globally. They have also helped their clients to be featured in major media like Forbes, CNN, ABC, FoxNews, and many more. Hello, Johnson.
Hi, Patience.
Hello. I know the clan is anxious to hear your story, so let's get started with the basics. Tell me about your background, what you did before you were online. Take us right up to the last job or business you did before you were online.
Wow, that's a long one. Anyway, Johnson, if I got online, if I started taking online serious, I've done a lot of things. I was supposed to be a medical doctor, supposed to be practicing medicine, but something happened along the line. I just didn't have passion for medicine, so I had to go look for something else to do. So my mentor told me that successful people have multiple sources of income. So I got online and started working well. As a web developer first, they started working well. But then I still wasn't satisfied being a web developer. Then, because I know that I have more of marketing inside of me. So I started doing online marketing, and it was wonderful. It's been great. That's what I've been doing.
Wow, that's a good background, Johnson. So let us connect with you. Tell us one thing, either a business or a personal, that we want to know about you.
Okay. So, like I said, I have a son. His name is David. He's a lovely guy. He's a 4-year-old. He's a lovely guy, and I love him so much. The mother, I love the mom so much as well. And then again, what makes me happy is the fact that I've been able to drive revenue into businesses. Each time I drive revenue into businesses, it makes me happy and it makes me feel very satisfied. And that's basically my story.
How did you manage to start your business? Now that you've been in business, we think, you are successful. Did you find any problems starting?
Of course, because I started my business from Africa, Nigeria, basically. And if you understand African very well, you know that it's not easy to start business. A lot of things, even before you start the business will almost face a lot of extinction. So I had a lot of no in business. It wasn't easy. Like my first business, which was a web development company before I sold that company. Now, what we did, getting clients was a major issue to me. It was not easy getting clients. It was very, very difficult getting clients. So you and again, another challenge you have to face again is the fact of internet connection, where you have to pay heavily for internet connection, and not just paying heavily. That's not even the only problem. The only problem is even if you pay heavily for that, you also have the issue of having an internet connection that truly works. That was another challenge I faced in my business. I faced a lot of challenge, even managing the business alone. When the business started growing, was a big problem. So there are pretty challenges that I faced, when I started up my business. And at the point, I won't lie. At the point, I felt like throwing in the towel. I felt like there's no point, doing entrepreneurship. Let me just go look for something else, maybe one paid job or something. And I made attempts actually to get a paid job, but it wasn't working. I mean, I couldn't get the kind of job I wanted to do. Then the money again was not too okay. So that's some pretty challenges I faced, and it was really, really crazy for me at the time. But I just didn't know what to do, and there was no one who could help me from that time. And just by luck or something, I was able to figure things out on my own, and that's why I got there.
Wow. I know the clan is anxious to hear about how you go through this in part 2, but for now, tell us, what do you think is the reason for your online success now?
Wow. Well, I think the reason for my online success is determination. Like I said, I faced a lot of opposition. So determination, and the other thing you also need to, which I also did, right, was investment. I really invested in myself. I invested in my business. I invested a lot of money into myself to train myself because that's the secret to success. And nobody should get it wrong. If you want to be successful in business or in anything, you've got to know that you have to invest some good cash into yourself and your business, or else you will not succeed. So that's what I did. I invested heavily into myself, and I invested heavily into my business. So that's really helped me kick things up, and I'm glad it finally worked out. But it was not easy, like I said before. But this was the secret. I had determination to succeed. I invested in myself, and naturally, I would succeed because I've done these two things that are required of me.
Wow. When you say you invested in yourself, what do you mean? Do you mean by going out and getting a mentor, a coach? What do you mean?
Okay. I did a lot of things. I bought a lot of trainings from sources that were good, because when you are desperate for knowledge, you definitely do anything to get it. So I got a coach. I got training materials, and I got coach. And I also subscribed to some membership sites, which I was paying some $50 per month. So I was paying that. So I belong to a lot of group where I was paying money, just to make sure that the people who were making success, who were really successful in the field I was going to. So I attached myself to them. I built relationship with people. That's why right now I've been able to build relationship with marketers all over the world, all the big names you can think of. I've been able to build a relationship with them because I started it from then, because I was desperate to succeed. So I invested in myself. Don't forget, I said I started a web business, a web design company first. So I got some money from there, which I used to invest in myself. And naturally, I was made to succeed. And I think the other thing that I think your audience want to know, maybe I missed it out from what I was saying. I'm going to tell you the story of my web development business, how I got into web development. I don't know if that's one thing that you think your audience would want to hear.
No, we would like to know what happened, because since you are from Africa, you never know. It might be another chap from Africa who's thinking, how can an internet work? I'm already in Africa. It might not work. So tell us.
Okay, fine, yes. fine. So as a matter of fact, what I did is pretty different. Now, when I started working, I told you initially I was into phone technology before. So I had to leave. Well, I didn't have money at all. So now, what do I do? How do I do it? How do I get clients? I don't even have any idea about web development. Nothing at all. So what do I do? How do I go ahead? So what I did was, okay, fine. Since I didn't have the money to get the training, to buy the training material, which I needed at that time, I saw the one of the guys who was selling the training I wanted. I saw his sales letter, his sales page. When I saw his sales page, I now saw about how the essence of being a web developer, how it can help you, how if you become a web developer, how it can help you, and financial freedom. So what I did was I started going to potential clients. I started meeting them. I started telling them that, look, I can design a website for you. My marketing, one thing I've been good at naturally right from time, it's marketing. So my marketing was so sound. So I've not gone for the training at that time. My plan was, let me get one client to pay for the training. Now, if I get a client who will agree to pay me, then I will use the money the client pays to go for the training. That was the calculation I did. So for 2 weeks, I was trying to get one client. Eventually, I got one. And the fourth client I got agreed to pay me $1,000. And the training I was to get, the training just $800. Right? So I got the money, and I went for when the client paid me, I said the worst thing that will happen is if it doesn't work, since the trainer has a community, I can look for somebody to help me do the work for him. So I got the money, I went for the training, and that was it. The rest, I was able to, use the money he gave me to get the training, and I invested in myself with the training, and then I did the job for him within the stipulated time. And the man was super excited, introduced me to his friend, and I got many more jobs like that. So that's how I got into web design business.
Wow, that's how to get into business when you don't have money. So
exactly.
There you go.
Exactly. When you don't have money, when you are broke, I tell people, yes, I understand how it is, but sometimes you don't have to think. You don't have to think you're thinking too much. If you don't have money, if you're broke, Because for me, I was totally broke. I was totally broke. I mean, completely broke at that time. So what I did was like, I needed to use my head to make it. Because when you don't have money, you have to think. So I would say, look, what is it I'm going to do to make this thing work? So I was like, okay, let me go get someone who will pay for my training. Don't forget, I'd not gone for training at that time. So the guy paid for my training, but he didn't know that he paid for my training. So he paid for my training, and I did the job perfectly well. Although I got some other dude who were also part of that training. They helped me. We finished the project and all that. Then since then, the money I made many more money from that project. So that's it. Look, if you don't have money, don't think about it. Just go solve. When you solve people's problem, they will give you money. That's it. If you can't beat anyone now to say give us money. If the person is not running a charity organization, I don't know how he's going to give you money. But if the person eats, that's different. But the person is not, he may tell you no. Even if you're running a charity organization, he may want to ask you too many questions that you may not be able to answer. So if you don't have money, think out. There's a way out. So don't allow money to keep you.
Wow. Johnson, we know that everyone online wants their needs met, problems solved. Also, my clan is a reader group of hungry entrepreneurs wanting the same thing, looking to move their businesses forward. What is your focus on the specialty online?
Oh, my focus is helping customers, helping people, helping my customers generate customers. Now, for instance, when my customers come to me, the basic thing I tell them is, the basic reason they come to me is because they want customers. Here's the thing. The only thing you need, the most important thing you need in your business is marketing. And because without marketing, you cannot get customers. And if you don't have customers, your business cannot grow. However, you can get customers. But if you don't get your customers at a profit, you'll be hot business. So it's one thing to get customers, or it's one thing to acquire customers. It's another thing to acquire that customers at a profit. So that's why we are different. What I do basically is to help you acquire customers, and not just customers, profitable customers. You acquire customers at a profit and profitable customers. There are two things. You acquire them at a profit, and they must be profitable. That will keep your business moving. So that's what we do. We focus on helping you grow your revenue. What I understand, the language I understand, the only thing I understand is how much do we have in the bank account. That's it.
Wow. How is important for sales funnels?
For what?
How important are sales funnels?
Sales funnels are very critical. Sales funnel is the lifeblood of your business. I mean, if you don't know sales funnel, if you don't have a sales funnel in your business, you'll be killing your business, especially if you're in the internet marketing world. As a matter of fact, if you're also offline, sales funnel, it's critical to the success of your business. If you don't have it, your business cannot thrive, your business cannot succeed beyond a certain time. So the sales funnel, the most important thing, sales funnel is very important, because sales funnel determines how a customer comes into your business. Sales funnel will determine how the customer will exit the business, and how you will take the customer back into another sales funnel, or into what we call the return part, and then bring the customer again until the customer gives you all the money you want to collect from the customer. So sales funnel determines what you do. And a business, for instance, I may want to start and do a free email course, for instance. Now, I may say, okay, let me do 1 week free email course. That's my sales funnel. But I've seen people make a lot of mistakes. They don't have sales funnel, or their sales funnel is very defective. Now, if a customer comes to my business, for instance, maybe I use the example of the email free email course. Now I'm offering an email course, maybe on how to be a better father, right? How to be a great father. Now I give that email for 7 days. I should introduce you to my program, a paid program. What I have done from that 7 days is to warm up your appetite, to prepare you, right? I've used that time to build a relationship with you. So the eighth day, I will not give you the course. I will not introduce my course to you to buy my course. That's the sales funnel. The way you buy that course, right? It could be a course that is cheap, maybe a course for $97, right? I could use that one to get you into my business. Just want to use that one to acquire you as a customer. Then when I pay that, I'll need to take you into another sales funnel again. As you buy this one, I'll move you from that sales funnel into another sales funnel. So I keep moving you from one place to the other until I get all the money that I need from your business. I mean, all the money that I need from you. So that's how it works. So sales funnel determines all those steps your customer take in your business. It's a sales process, but most people don't have it. Even online business, for instance, even if I ask you, if a customer comes to your business, for instance, now, and then you're giving him a free material. I mean, maybe you're giving the customer free stuff like maybe a free book, a free ebook. Now, when you give the customer the free ebook, for instance, after that free ebook, what else do you do with that customer? Do you just leave the customer like that? You don't sell anything to the customer? That's a defective sales system. Your sales system should make customer give you, because you need money to run your business.
Okay. So
that's another way. That's another way that you can fix that sales problem, because that sales has a problem. But I see people make that mistake all the time. It shouldn't be so. It's wrong. It's very wrong.
Yeah, but again, don't forget those 7 days while you are warming up my appetite, I should really get a value. So not
of
just
course,
to be warmed up. And
of course. No, if you don't give value, you don't give value, that 7 days should be a day of massive value. You understand? It should be a day of massive value where you give value. And then when you give value that 7 days, then you'll be able to get sell to them, because it becomes easier for you to sell to them when you give them that 7 days warming up. And that's why I call it just to warm them, because when they came to your list, they're just cold guys who came on your list. So you need to warm them up by giving them a free course and make sure you deliver value, because if you can give good value free, they'll be like, wow, if this guy can give something like this free, wow, I wonder what his paid course will be like.
That is great. Okay, so where do we find this six-figure sales funnel product?
Okay, if you want to get if you want me to help you design and implement a 6-figure sales funnel, you can check KorieFusion.com, and then you can see the link there. But I will send you the link again directly to it, so that your folks can also opt in and then be able to see how the system works. So you can get into the funnel. We'll help you design a 6-figure sales funnel, so that in record time people can really grow their business. But it doesn't matter if you're a coach, entrepreneur, business owner, consultant. Yeah, we can help you design one 6-figure sales funnel. My goal is that I want to help a lot of businesses become successful. As many businesses I can help, my plan is to make them successful, and then not just successful, super successful as well. Because entrepreneurs spend a lot of time. Entrepreneurs go through a lot of pain. It's not easy being an entrepreneur. It's not easy. But so I'm trying to make the work of entrepreneurs become very easy by trying to develop that. But however, just time sensitive, because we got a lot of requests from people who want us to help them develop that sales for their 6-figure stuff. But you can't accept everyone, because you can't help everyone. You can only help a few, and that's just the truth.
Hey, so which ones are you helping? Now you are confusing me. So which ones are you helping?
Which one? I didn't get.
You said you can't help anyone. So which?
No,
one,
I said you can't help
people?
everyone. Everyone. I mean, you can't help everyone. You can't help everyone, because what I'm saying is that we can't help everyone. We can only help a few people, because developing a 6-figure sales funnel, it takes a lot of time. You have got a lot of going into planning. You have to make sure things work well. They make sure it works. It's perfect. But we do develop. If you come, I will send you the link, and then a few of your audience can check it out, and then we'll be able to see how we can help them develop.
All right. Okay, you can check Johnson Emmanuel's website at www.Korie, which is KORIE fusion.com.
Yes, sir.
Clan Johnson is going to hang out and share more information about his journey with us. If you can relate to where Johnson started his travels so far, or if you just want to learn about Johnson and his company KorieFusion, you can also listen to the extended version of his interview at onlinesuccessjourney.com. If you are listening at the journey, by clicking on part of Johnson's journey, you can get even more tips to help you with your sales funnel, your website, and how to get clients to come to your business. So, clan, check out Johnson's program at www.KorieFusion.com. Okay, Clan, that's a wrap. Remember, success is a journey. Patience and Johnson. Join us in part 2 at onlinesuccessjourney.com.
This is not the end of the journey. We hope you've enjoyed listening to part 1 and want to be sure you know there is a second part to this and every journey podcast at onlinesuccessjourney.com, filled with even more success tips, uplifting stories, and even a bit of fun. There are dozens of episodes only available to the members of the Online Success Journey clan. Check out the website and click on Join the Clan for more information. Patience would like to thank you for listening to this podcast, and she has a free audio gift for you at her website. Go to onlinesuccessjourney.com for instant access to this gift. Of course, you know that listening to the journeys of others helps each of us chart our own path. So make sure you're subscribed to be notified as each new interview is posted. There are so many ways to stay connected to the Online Success Journey and to listen in. And if you're enjoying the podcast, we appreciate your help in telling others. One of the best ways to share the benefit you get is to rate and review it at Stitcher and other sites by clicking the stars or completing the ratings form, by clicking thumbs up and leaving a comment on YouTube, or liking and sharing the podcast on social media. To review the podcast within iTunes, simply open iTunes to the podcast, click on Ratings and Reviews, then write a review. On behalf of Patience, and until next time, thanks once more for listening. It is our hope that this podcast will guide you on your own online success journey.